What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video on my CFMOTO 450 SS. I want to do an updated video today to let you guys know some of the questions. I actually want to answer some of the questions you guys have asked me in the comments, because I have had this bike for a while now. This is a 2023 model, and actually I haven't had any real issues with the bike. There was one recall on the 2023 models that mine was subject to, and it went to the dealer. They fixed it really quick. It was with the T-box. I did have an issue with this bike. What happened is that my shift lever on my rear set fell off while I was riding the bike, so I was going up a hill and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't shift one way or another because the peg fell off. And a lot of people commented and said, that's what happens when you buy a new model, that's what happens when you buy a cheap brand motorcycle. But you know, the thing about it is that if you actually watch my other videos, you'll find out that previously I put on an aftermarket set of rear sets. It was my problem. I never used Loctite on the foot peg, so when it fell off, I can only really blame myself. I tightened it, but I never used Loctite, and I guess from going up a hill and shifting all day, the bolt came loose, the foot peg fell off. Fortunately, buddy I was riding with was able to find it for me in the middle of the road. We were able to put it back on the bike, and we got the rest of the day riding in. Something I want to mention is that I'm not a bike tech. I'm not a mechanic. You know, I like to do things on my own so that I can learn how to do it, but I don't do a lot of install videos to show you a step-by-step because it's kind of a learning curve for me, and I think there's better people out there to teach you how to do things other than me. This road is very curvy. I've never been up here on the bike. So you got to ride at your own pace. If you ride with guys that end up taking off and you're not comfortable going that fast, make sure that you just hang back. You'll either catch up with them or you'll ride your own ride and do your own thing. Another thing I get asked about all the time is the exhaust, and why did I go from a KO Lightning? Why did I upgrade to the Yoshimura? And the reason is pretty simple. The Yoshimura is a better exhaust overall. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the KO Lightning, but I was able to afford to get the Yoshi on my bike. I think it's a much better quality exhaust, and it sounds better, it's built better, it's probably gonna last a lot longer. It's got a good warranty on it as well. Some of you have asked me what I think of the new CFMOTO 675 that's supposed to be coming out. They have had prototypes on YouTube that I've watched. It looks like the 675 SR. Whether we get a 675 SS in the USA, I don't know, but I hope that they do bring it to the USA. I have no plans to upgrade from my 450 SS to a 675, and the reason for that is because I don't think there's going to be that much of a bump between a 450 and a 675. I mean, it probably would be it would be noticeable. I wouldn't be surprised to see them have a leader bike in the near future, and I think that'll be something that, you know, to go from a 450 to a leader bike, that would be a big increase. And I got to look at things where my 450 SS is not an expensive bike. It's not bad on insurance. I can't really justify upgrading right now or in the very near future. And that sounds crazy coming from me, who's been through so many bikes. If you go through my channel over the past 3 years, you're going to see I've been through a ton of bikes, but I've become very satisfied with the 450 SS. So right now I don't have any plans. I don't even have my eye on anything that I think I would want to upgrade to. Hopefully my camera doesn't shut off. When I sit at a traffic light, sometimes it heats up and it doesn't want to keep recording. I do have a heat sink on it. I mean, we're at 94 degrees right now, baking in the sun, so camera does the best that it can do, but it gets warm even on a cold day. I'm only about 500 subscribers away from revealing something about myself to you guys. So when I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm about 4,500 right now. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to tell you guys something goofy about myself. I think you're gonna, I don't know if you're gonna like it or not, actually. But I don't want to give too many hints away. The only hint that I've given so far is that I hope that everybody at least gets to experience what I'm about to say, or even beyond. And that's as much as I can really give. Like, I don't really want to tell you guys what it is, but I am going to tell you guys something goofy about myself. And some of you guys I've asked you guys to leave comments and ask me what you think it might be, to kind of, you know, compile a list of goofy things. So when I do the reveal video, what I'm going to talk about, Some of the comments are pretty funny, so nobody has guessed it yet either, so should be interesting. I do want to post more videos for you guys, but I also believe that I want to have good quality content. I don't just want to ramble on about things that don't really matter, and maybe this video is kind of considered that, although my subject behind this video is really kind of talking about how I feel about this bike after owning it for my second riding season and answering some of your questions about it. But I don't just want to ride around and talk about weird things like, oh, here I am out on my bike and that's a construction area and there's a granite store right there and there's some trees. I want to give you guys more quality content than anything. So whether I'm talking about the bike or I'm talking about an issue with the bike or a dealership, I want to make sure that there's a good subject and a reason for you guys to actually watch the video and pay attention to it, because I think YouTube is flooded with a lot of weird content where people just kind of get out and talk on their bike and they can't even break 1,000 subscribers, you know, because I think you guys kind of like watching the video, but there's no real need to subscribe. And I guess that's what I'm getting at. I want to give you guys a reason to subscribe. I want you guys to say, hey, I want to watch another video by this guy because I think his content is good. I don't want to be somebody that says, hey, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you give me a thumbs up and hit the notifications. I don't want to be that way, because I think when people ask you to do something for them, it's kind of, I take it as kind of rude. I don't think there's really anything wrong with it, I guess, but I also think that it's kind of rude, like, hey, here I am riding my bike, so make sure you like my video, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe. Or then the other thing is I see a lot of people that say, hey, I checked my analytics and 99% of my viewers don't subscribe, so make sure you subscribe. Feels good. I mean, it's 96 degrees and I'm not even sweating because the air is nice. So I guess that's all I really got to talk about in this video, guys. If you have any other questions, you can always leave a comment. But thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and bye-bye.